Today I've spent my time with 47 managers, junior, middle and senior managers within one organisation, and it was about exploring emotional intelligence and personal impact. And part of emotional intelligence is developing greater self-awareness. Now, as part of the event, which was very well received, it was fantastic to facilitate and be a part of, my question just before lunch was, how and why were you promoted to a management role? How and why were you promoted to a management role? And what came out when people returned from lunch, they were saying, I was the right person for the job. I went through and was successful through an interview process, an assessment centre, and I was the right person for the job. Later in the afternoon, after we'd explored self-awareness and self-management and blind spots that managers often have, because no one dare give them feedback on what may be beneficial to change or do differently, what came out from many of the audience was they realised they were promoted not because they demonstrated any desire, willingness or capability in managing people to achieve great things on behalf of their organisation. They were promoted largely because they excelled in a completely unrelated role, which was them achieving by themselves. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. There is a bit of fundamentally flawed thinking where people are promoted because a manager or a boss or HR even think he or she is fantastic over there, so they are management material. The two are completely unrelated. So if someone is going to be promoted to be a manager, perhaps inviting them to understand the transition that he or she will need to make, how he or she is going to be supported rather than left on their own to drift and hope things work, and how their targets, their goals, their most important goals are going to be agreed with them rather than simply imposed. These are two or three fantastic things to explore. But if you're a manager, how or why were you promoted? And if it was because you were in the right place at the right time, that's okay. How can you become more effective, even more effective? How can you get the best from yourself? How can you get the best from the people that you're paid, trusted and expected to do great things with?